So Toby, hard fought game today. How do you look at that point today?
I think a point gained. We had a really good first 35 minutes where we played some really nice football, played through the lines a lot, made 4 or 5 good chances, obviously scored the goal. Um, Wanted to come in 2 or 3 up. The game's always going to be different. You won't be able to tell on the video or in this video whether like the wind's howling. So you're against the wind first half and we're better. Then whenever you go against the wind, it's always a different type of game. They changed their shape. They were 5-3-2 to start with. Um, we watched them at Farnham last week, thought they'd do that, so kind of built our shape around that. And they changed their shape at half time to 4-4-2, tried to block up the middle of the pitch, which kind of worked. We couldn't get the ball through the lines. Um, and yeah, first half we were really good. There weren't We just couldn't get the contact on the ball we wanted in the penalty area, and that's partly due to the pitch. Might be a little bit of ring rust not having a game last week, but yeah, point gained I think.
And then, as you said, really tough in this wind. What did you try and change at half time, knowing you were going downwind in the second half?
In the team talk, what I try to emphasise: if you play straight balls going with the wind, the ball just runs out. So we wanted to try and play through the lines, but obviously we didn't know they were going to change their shape to block it up in midfield. Maybe the only kind of disappointing thing to work on for us is actually moving it quicker side to side to kind of try and get them out of shape and maybe into our wingers a bit more to get them in more 1v1 situations. When we had that, when I think Brad had a couple in the second half and made a chance, but I don't really remember either keeper making a save second half. They were playing on the counter attack and they do that quite well. They slow everything down. Felt like they wanted to draw in the first half, but then they went for it a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And then looking ahead, Taunton back at home next week. How do you look at that fixture?
Yeah, it'll be tough. We obviously played them in my first league game with a different manager. Gary Johnson's taken over. Not sure how they've done today. They're a good Southern League side. They'll come and being so far away, it's hard to know exactly. It's hard to watch them live, right? So we will do as much prep as we can on them. At home, we like to play aggressive attacking football, and we'll obviously go and do that. We'll have some decisions to make about personnel and rotating perhaps. But yeah, we'll go for 3 points.
And just looking kind of at the season as a whole, we're pushing for those playoffs. Gosport and Sholing, really rivaling them. What do you think is going to be the most important going forward this season?
Yeah, I think we've got really good momentum at the moment. I said to the boys, I think it's something like 7 wins out of the last 10 games, 2 draws and 1 loss. So that's playoff form. There's a cluster of teams vying for probably fourth and fifth place basically, and there's probably 5 teams there or thereabouts. But I always said let's get to the end of January. Taunton brings us to the end of January next week. We've then got some tough games in February, but we'll keep looking forward. We've got a really strong squad, and yeah, hopefully we'll get where we want to be.
Hard point today. Thanks a lot for your
Thanks
time.
very much.